Welcome travelers from the winding trails. Grab a spot by the hearth and a pint of ale. A brief respite from our noble quest. Lean back in a chair for the Song of Rest. Hello travelers, and welcome to the Song of Rest, a place where our heroes and the deities that guide them gather to share a behind the scenes and behind the screens look at the unfolding adventures in Archipeldia. Gathered before us is the Dungeon Master, Aaron Rollins, and his band of players, Dustin Bleschmidt, Janelle Wilkie, and Chad Stafford. But I'll let them do the talking, and I'll get back to playing.
Hey! Bravo, Timothy,
okay,
bravo.
all right, no, we can't clap. There's a freaking giant squid at the back of the ship, man.
Oh, shit!
Everyone,
you know what's Sherman doing? Is he jumping off?
Inspirations for everyone. Let's go.
This is the last time I take a ship that isn't the story arc.
Right?
Or the booze cruise.
Or the booze cruise.
Hey, hold on.
Where's Buzz Cool when you need him?
Yeah, where the heck is he?
That's true.
Remember, the semi-canonical holiday episode.
He's out there somewhere.
Well, what was it? The SS Ice and Toasty.
Yes.
That was the one that actually got frozen. So that wasn't a good end for that boat. That boat kind of
Cold opener.
The cold opener was the one that survived the whole way. So
yeah,
there are boats in Archipeldia that can complete a voyage.
That
giant squid over there doesn't seem very cool.
Buzzcool's back.
As he puts on his sunglasses.
He just lands on the ship out of nowhere.
What's up, guys? I brought some surfboards.
Did somebody call me? Oh man, he needs to come back at some point.
Maybe he'll
just be a recurring holiday canon or cameo. You know,
next year we get a holiday party invitation from Buzzcool.
He's riding atop Brandon to our rescue.
That's what we need. That's what we're asking for. No, Brandon with Jive Horse on top, and then on top of Jive Horse is Buzzcool.
Buzzcool.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
if Aaron can make Jive Horse's like stupid music thing be like super part of like the Praxilian lore, then I mean, come on, is it really so much to ask?
It's not
for
so
Buzzcool?
far fetched.
Yeah, he's
On a
ascended to
giant
God
squid.
status. We don't need Miriam anymore. We just need the cool beats of Jive Horse. All
You guys
praise.
go back. You
Everyone
go back to
pray for Jive
Praxil.
Horse.
Yeah, all of the Miriam like effigies are gone. Everyone's just worshiping Jive Horse.
Is this where like horses started to be put on the front of ships?
See, that's where we went wrong. You didn't put a horse in front of this ship.
I wanna hop in real quick. And were you expecting Galago to come with us? And what would that have been like?
Oh yeah, Galago was totally gonna go with, but and really what it would have been is that Galago would have tried to be the person to explain everything to Califran as if he was directly involved in all of it, probably. But I thought it was so cool how you guys talked him down. And I talked him up really because he stood on the chair, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just enough bardic inspiration to not fall off that chair.
A perfect use of bardic inspiration. I think we can all agree.
Absolutely.
And it won't be something that'll come back to haunt me.
Yes. No, totally not. You're going to be great for this next battle. You don't need
absolutely.
inspiration.
No, we don't need bardic inspiration for a giant freaking squid. No way. We got this. It's fine.
You're just gonna have to like chirp some commands or something. Hopefully you get them right.
Oh my gosh, like Timothy will forever be known as the bard who just freaking can't keep his bardic inspirations to himself.
Just want to inspire the world, my friend.
You get a bardic inspiration and you get a...
Nope, I only
I'm
have
out.
two. That's it.
I remember from episode 8 when Lily was like, here Timothy's super hurt and he's on the ground and Lily's like, you did good, Timothy, you did good. And he's like, you did good. Have a bardic inspiration. She's like, I think the fight's over, Timothy.
It's the only thing I can give away for free.
And then he gave it to me.
I'm not giving away my money, but I'm gonna give you inspiration.
We need to come up with some kind of like miniature version of bardic inspiration that Timothy gets at like a later
bardic
level.
Bucks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the new thing.
Bardic bucks.
Yes.
After you get 10, you get a free one.
Ooh, pass them out at the conventions.
Bardic bucks. Oh, but I remember like Dustin was like, don't use up your. You don't
give it to
know when
him.
we're gonna sleep next.
It wasn't even about that. It was just like, you're gonna give it to him.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, to get him to not come with us, I would give all of my spells.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Poor Galago. I thought it was so funny to think, yeah, you're right. He doesn't want to stay here without Amelia because the guy is freaking inept. And he needs her for everything. Oh, so good job, guys, on
destroying the economy and the structure of Praxel forever.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no! When Amelia gets back, maybe she'll like be like, "Okay, I have a great new position for you. It's called vice president or vice mayor. Does that sound good? Vice lord,
yeah.
Vice lord.
I am the vice lord. I vape, smoke, drink, and eat food."
I'm feeling like I had a missed opportunity with Califran where I grabbed his body. I should have used my mage hand to point at the sky.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could have literally
I was slapping my forehead for that one.
Oh.
I think you grabbing his body though was a much better image. He's like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Miriam lady is caressing.
Or maybe he's like,
not like caressing, like,
no, it's not Miriam, it's just me.
It's just me.
Just me.
Calm down. Stop quivering. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love how you make him like quiver. He's a dragonborn and he's like a quiver around us.
So as a, I guess, occasional GM segment on the Song of Rest of Did You Catch That? Did anybody catch anything? And actually,
isn't
this would only
Califran the name of a pots and pans brand?
no. Janelle would not catch this. It is something that only Chad or Dustin would have.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Screw you then. I caught that you named a seagull Bernice, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It's not Califran, it's Calphalon.
Calphalon?
That's the pots and pans. Okay. What? Wait. Can you give me a hint?
Yeah,
like,
that
as
would be
far as
lovely.
what part?
You guys have met Califran before.
Califran. No. Is Califran from the church in Titania in our old home game?
He is.
Ah!
Yes, Califran in the original, the OG Archipelago campaign, which I don't think has ever been mentioned before. Nope. And honestly, it's not really worth mentioning because it only ran for 3 episodes before it kind of got crushed by the
3 sessions.
3 sessions before it got crushed by the pandemic. But Califran was the head priest in the priory of Titania. So old Califran was.
So if we fuck this up, he's not gonna be.
Yeah.
You've broken the timeline.
Mm-hmm. You've created a paradox.
Marty, we gotta go back.
I thought that once I said that he was a blue dragonborn, that it might have rung a memory, but yeah.
Dude,
So,
I don't remember half the shit I did last week.
I was about to say, yeah, time has become an amorphous blob for the past few years. It's indescribable.
yeah, that's understandable.
Side note, who made that ah sound? It sounded like a tiny flower kraut in my ear.
Huh?
Yeah, none
there
of
was
us
a
can-
lot of people doing voices for others in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
this
had
was
to
the
pop
this was
in
the
and be
voice
Brandy
flex.
for a second.
And Sherman doing the frog voice with King Timber.
Oh,
That was so funny. Oh my gosh.
He had a good accent.
There's so many times I wish we were together in person for this, and that would have been one of them. Just watching Aaron and Dustin shaking their heads,
Well,
Also,
you want to be
spitting
around
everywhere.
for being spit
So-
on?
Yeah.
Aaron is a shaker. I take my finger and I
just hold your lip?
strum my lips back and forth like a guitar.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Tell him. Okay, so I want to say we were playing mini golf in VR, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, it was at my birthday party that I first did it in front of you guys, because you were like, I
Yes.
didn't
Oh,
picture
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the way you did Chitin's
That's right.
voice.
so we were like,
That's
do you
right.
do like Boss Nass from episode 1? Just have to shake your head for it?
Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh. And then like there was that time, it was during the holiday episode that I
Chitin had
started
a
getting
monologue?
dizzy. I started getting dizzy doing Chitin's voice so much that I was like, okay, I just need to sit.
for Chitin. No monologues for Chitin.
Doesn't talk very long, and I make my head really hurt. I don't like to do monologues.
Yeah, so and then like I think it was later when we were playing VR in mini golf. We were joking about the podcast, and then I did Chitin's voice, and you guys said, "Oh look, his head's shaking around."
When we do the Strangers of Power one shot, Chitin will be essentially Alpha 5.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
god, that's amazing.
But it'll be Timothy's impression of Chitin, which is great. That's a good. Oh, the lights just flickered in here. That's weird.
Miriam, be with you.
Ooh, scary.
And also with you.
Somebody probably started the dryer or something because the electrical in here is old. But yeah, I don't know when this is coming out, but maybe that's a good time to talk about. There will be some. I don't know if we're going to be doing like a review or some sort of spread the word reward episode, and it is going to be an episode of Timothy Biscuit running a game of Strangers of Power for the barkeep, Sherman, and Flowerkraut on the story
Yes.
arc.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
gonna be
gosh.
it's gonna be a D&D campaign inside of a D&D campaign.
Oh man.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's still in talks right now as far as what the plan is for laying that out. But you know what? You know what we love here at Break Battle and Roll? We love sharing our podcast and fun stories with as many people as we can. So just stay tuned.
Yes, because Renegade Studios came out with a core rule book for Power Rangers, and I think it was Kickstartered first. So I just got my copy. As of this recording, I just got my copy. So
How well timed.
going through the
honestly.
rules, because it is a D20 system, but it's a little bit different.
That's okay. That's going to be the fun part about it, is none of us are going to be familiar with it.
Mistakes will be
And-
made, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah, and it's going to be so fun trying to play a character who's playing a character so that
yes,
you don't really know what's out of character or in character.
this
because
will be the Turduncan of role playing.
Oh, that's going to be just wonderful. And it's so if anyone wasn't already aware, Chad is like the #1 Power Rangers fan, and so like you how many like of those expansions to the game have you gotten at this point?
We don't talk about that. Expansions to a game that we haven't played in years, but I just keep collecting them in hopes one day
Oh,
it might happen.
But I want to play again. I was thinking we could use some of the cards that are in that game to kind of flavor text some of the stuff we do in the role-playing game.
Oh, for sure. And I was planning on using the miniatures that came with that game for
Yes.
any...
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they basically have all the rangers, all the monsters, the putty patrol, the command center, all that good stuff.
Well, then
It'll
I
be
guess
fun.
we're just going to have to make sure we record that one in person, right?
That just
And
might
there's
have
a
to happen.
dog Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Doggy Kruger,
Yeah.
SPD.
Imagine my surprise.
Do you have certain characters in mind for us based on like that little doodle that we did for one of the comics?
There wouldn't happen to be a barkeep Power Ranger, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
Ah, the Amber Ranger for the color of ale.
The Amber Ranger. Or maybe he's a little pale.
Pale ale.
This was a fun session. I feel like the last two sessions have been very role play heavy, which has been fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a cool down after the whole Laminaria ordeal and transitioning to where you guys are going next. Like action's awesome in role-playing games, but story is like the fuel, it's like you have to understand how conflict comes to be, and how, what drives the characters to the next point. So as much as it's been a lot of, exposition and story, I also have been trying to inject a little bit more understanding for everybody on what comprises Archipelagia. And again, this kind of goes back to the whole thing on Califran. Chad and Dustin played in that previous game, and there were elements of the Apostleship in that one, as short as it did run. But I felt back then that I didn't really get to show what the Apostleship really was. So, because you guys remember, Kinnis was training to become an Apostleship. He was actually a deacon in that one, which means that he hadn't reached the point where he had to sacrament his voice. So he was in training, but this is what the Apostleship looked like when they're in service. They communicate through their armor, essentially, which is, I thought, and we'll get there, when you guys see what they're capable of.
Yeah, we'll see them in action with their voices in battle.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna do some like draconic calls, like from
The Thum.
Yeah.
The Thum.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Also, just a open sea warfare with a giant squid is like one of my favorite things ever. So anything to do with like giants, mythical giant squids, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea kind of stuff. I'm just ready for it.
Get your Sea of Thieves ready.
Yup. I'm ready for this.
Yeah, no
so
kidding.
Excited.
I just picture the battle with Sin in Final Fantasy X, where they're on the boat and it's just the Sin.
That's
fin.
a good scene.
Yeah.
Timothy and Flowerkraut just like vanishing and reappearing in different spots of the battlefield.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be teleporting like crazy. You better believe it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Flowerkraut's had a chance to face step yet.
Not at all. Yeah.
So cool.
I'm curious what all your guys' fan art moment is from this episode.
For me, it was definitely Galago standing on the chair.
That's a good comic panel.
Oh man, to see Galago in your format, Chad, would be pretty fun.
So, fan art moment. I have two, and they're not necessarily like super funny ones, but just like Sherman trying not to pay too much attention to Bernice and that little like hidden smile like that she turned and had up on the ship deck. That, and then also Sherman and Timothy looking over the side of the boat and just seeing the mass of darkness shape.
That was such a strong moment when you brought up, when you were saying how you felt when you first saw that it was Bernice, not the seagull.
Oh, yeah. Not the seagull. Yeah.
And
There she goes.
and how you described how you were reacting to that moment and how you kind of felt like you had to pretend you didn't know her.
So he didn't want to get her in trouble.
Yeah, I really just kind of want to dive into those emotions and see what happens with these two after this.
I typed right after that because it was starting to choke me up as I was talking. I just typed into our BBR chat, OMG, that made me emotional. And then I was just quiet for like a few minutes.
I could feel it. It was so cool.
Oh boy.
That's I think
role
that's
playing,
always
baby.
a sign. Exactly. It's like the sign of a really it's a sign of really being in the game, you know, when you feel the emotions that your character is feeling.
Uh-huh. And there's also more questions for Sherman right now. Just tangentially, they weren't already in the area investigating Adristia. So now Sherman still has no idea if anyone else survived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spooky. So he's extra on edge.
Yeah, and you're not exactly sure how close Praxil was to Adristia.
Oh, no idea. Yeah.
Because you guys story arced to Praxil. Maybe, you know, like if you looked over Califran's map or something, you could kind of get an idea. I mean, Flowerkraut could probably pinpoint where Adristia was supposed to be, or maybe actually Adristia is probably still on his map. So it's not like you'd be looking for a missing island. And you could get an idea as to how far away this all happened.
Oh, yeah. But first we have to fight a giant oil squid.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this thing is just super damaging the ecosystem everywhere it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
God, Brandon's so far away.
Because it doesn't
now.
seem like the acid we haven't seen the acid ever go away from its wake.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't know how long that stays.
I'm just thinking the sooner we kill this Fracken, the sooner we'll meet Brandon. Chad, what's your fan art moment?
My fan art moment would definitely be when Califran held up his religious artifact towards Sherman and it lit up a little bit. I thought that was cool.
Oh, yeah, that was lit, fam.
I loved that. I like the descriptions you gave. I would like to draw out that character.
Oh, yeah, very
Sorry, I'm about
detailed
to
description
sneeze.
there.
Yeah. If you could give me a description, Aaron, that would be awesome.
Sure. Of Califran?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and even some of his oh goodness, the other apostles?
Apostleship. Yeah,
The Apostleship.
the disciples, the one, basically the crew. But yeah, for sure. I would love to see your art of them, because goddamn, Janelle, you're so good at just pulling shit right out of my imagination and putting it on paper.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I could draw Bernice too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you?
Could you?
Oh.
Would
And then
Could you?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just so you know, then, Janelle, her name is Bernice because she's based off of a Bernese Mountain Dog.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you can send description of her, that would be great. And then I'll put her in kind of the clothing that Aaron mentioned.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I had a dumb one come to mind where Sherman's just like, Bernice! And then it's just a seagull looking at him blankly.
Or I don't know if that's seagull or it's something like that.
I can't imitate.
Thanks for letting me say goodbye to Jive Horse.
Oh yeah.
Where is Jive Horse?
Aaron snuck out of that animal talking spell.
You caught me off guard with that one for sure.
Well, I didn't really want him to talk back.
That's exactly it. Like, I just imagined Jive Horse doesn't talk. He just makes everyone feel.
Like, Jive Horse needs to be the one that communicates all through head nods. Like, there's always that dude.
Yeah.
That's just like, but like it translates to, what's good.
None of us can see each other, so I'm assuming Dustin did a little sup nod.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, the eyes narrow a little bit. The eyebrows have to go down ever so slightly, and then it's just a little nod.
This dog knows what's up. What up, dog?
Yeah, and I wasn't about to make you talk as the other horses. We had too much stuff to do.
Oh, well, we know how that turned out the last time in Proto 2.
Oh.
Those protos, I have started calling them the dinner party.
That's a good name for them.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, we got so much content for you. Do us a favor. Just let people know about us. We'd appreciate it.
Yes. Spread the
please.
word. I mean, I know there's a bunch of D&D podcasts out there, but point them our way and say, hey, give them a shot.
Yo. Who am I? Who actually am I with these yos? Okay.
That would be Alpha 5 said I, and Alpha 6 said yo.
So what is Kaiden going to be saying?
No, strangers.
No strangers.
I got to work on my chitin.
No strangers.
All right, strangers, let's head out.
No. You need your swords. Swords aren't clean yet. Clean swords.
Amazing. I can't wait.
I can't wait for that either. Oh my gosh.
I will tell you this much. As a character, Timothy was just like, oh, we're sharing too much. Oh, they now know our whole thing. They're going to dissect us and like peel the life force without, from inside of us. They're going to as a character, I was freaking the frick out. And he's just like, oh, we're telling him everything. Yep, we're telling him everything.
Well, that's exactly, and that's I know. It was very much what's his name from Ant-Man?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Is it Luis?
Yeah,
the one who's played by Michael Pena, who just tells the longest stories ever, and they're so
Luis.
tangential.
Yes.
It's Luis. Yeah. Definitely felt like a Luis moment, and I really appreciate you, Janelle, for tagging in, because I was like, I'm running out of breath, and I don't know how much longer I can keep this up.
I just imagined if this was an animation, Flowerkraut would be like, kind of like, sure, it's okay. They don't need to know that, but it's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's really
She's
crazy
like,
when you
trying
hear
not to
it
be
all at
impolite.
once, as if it should be some sort of audio drama. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just picture Flowerkraut like reaching out and being like, oh, okay, he's still going. And like
and like a cut to Califran just wide-eyed nodding, like,
Is he fanboying or is he just
what?
like, what?
Yeah.
Are his eyes glazing over, you think? Or is
Trying
he just
so
like,
hard to follow the story.
Okay, so I don't know if a lot of people have seen the second Frozen, but I imagine that Olaf scene where one of the guards got like really into the story and he's like, what? No, he didn't. Like he's just getting really into it. That's what I imagine. That'd be just a giant dragonborn just getting really into this story. It'd be really funny.
Yeah.
like it's oh my gosh, this is gonna be a reference for like just Chad and maybe like 8 people somewhere on the internet, but it's just like the Justin Bieber show.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us, Justin.
Tell us, Justin. Oh, you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for this next episode. This is going to be like, I feel like it's going to be like a sea, but well, obviously it's a sea battle, but there's going to be like I feel like there's so many things going on at once with this fight.
To cliffhang us, Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm so excited to get into that whole thing. I just realized that Amelia didn't get a chance to tell you were a good boy. You did a good job.
We got to go back.
No.
The episode's ruined. We got to re-record it. No, can't.
Oh.
Got to insert that line somewhere.
I mean, Sherman assured her, though. She seemed like she needed... Oh, and Timothy helped, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had a good closing for Amelia. And who knows, maybe... I mean, we have to come back. We promised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll either come back or get killed by a
Timothy
kraken.
immediately throws this precious orb at the squid. Take that!
Apparently, yeah, Dustin and I both had the same idea that we wanted to jump off the ship. I know Dustin has more, or Sherman has more cause to, because the Kraken is the reason that his team was lost. But Flowerkraut just wanted to jump in because he's like, I can swim, so let's check this out.
Imagine two extreme motivation differences.
Yes.
I'll show this squid some acidity.
Yep. But just like in the water, burning. Like, oh, shit! This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
I'll never get enough of Flowerkraut expletives.
Yeah. always like the right time.
Yes.
Oh, good. They are
Heavy,
plenty.
heavy moment, and then all of a sudden, fuck.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits from this whole episode was Sherman doing an old lady voice, Flowerkraut getting offended, and then Timothy doing the old lady voice. Like, I just thought that worked really well. I thought that was really funny.
Oh my gosh, now I have a new fan art moment, which is literally Flowerkraut looking kind of like miffed, and Sherman's face turning into like same colors but a Flowerkraut face doing like one voice, and then Timothy's doing the same thing.
Their face literally contort into an old woman face.
That's anime right there, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. I need to write that one down.
Sherman, that was 2 days ago.
Come on,
I'm sorry, it's still the example I had.
That's clearly an impression of me, jerk.
I'm sorry, it just seemed fun.
Timothy, fuck off.
Oh.
And play us out, why don't you?
You don't mean that, do you? But I should pluck off.
What is that? Was that like episode 4 or 5 where Sherman accidentally called himself Timothy and then did
And then
a
he just
song?
rolled with it.
You know,
I
when
almost did
friends
that again
connect
today.
so closely, they basically share one mind. We're already there.
They become each other.
He's growing some feathers, I'm growing some hair. It's weird, but that's what friendship is.
But seriously, Timothy, should you play us out?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. And if you don't catch us next week, it's because the ship has sunk.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you so much for listening to our Song of Rest. If you like the adventures your ears just wit on, feel free to listen in on our other adventures from any plane of existence or seeing stone you get your podcasts. Until we meet again, safe journeys, travelers.
Winds with you, BBRmy. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Break Battle and Roll. We hope you're enjoying our adventure as much as we are in creating it. If you're looking for more ways to connect with Break Battle and Roll, follow our Instagram and Twitter, both at Break Battle Roll, or stop by and give us a like on the Break Battle and Roll Facebook page. Additionally, you can follow Chad Stafford at his Instagram and Twitter at It'sChitChad. That's ITSCHITCHAD, as well as his YouTube channels, ChitChad and ChitChad Plays. Janelle Wilkie on her Instagram at janelle.wilkie. That's JANELLE.WILKE. Join our good buddy Dustin Bleshman as he streams on twitch.tv/thefinaldestination. Follow his Instagram and TikTok, both at @the_final_destination, and his Twitter at FINL Destination. You can also find me, Aaron, on Twitter at AirKuma. That's AARKUMA. Though the four of us bring this podcast to you, it wouldn't have the same audio quality without our amazing musicians Ben Holland and Rory O'Neill, providing our theme song and musical accompaniment. Ben can be found on SoundCloud, and you can find Rory on Twitter at Trench Roarfare. That's TRENCHRORFARE. We'd also like to shout out our good friends at the Roaring D20s, another fantastic D&D podcast with DM Scott Jones. Give them a follow on their Instagram and Twitter at RD20s Podcast. That's RD, the number 2, the number 0, S Podcast. Now that you're a part of the BBRmy, help spread the word. Got a friend or two that's run dry on D&D podcasts? Send them our way. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for listening, and now it's time for me to get back on the story arc, grab a drink, and get ready for the next adventure. Until next time.